Have you ever wondered why a small spelling mistake could cost you precious marks on the IELTS exam? It's more common than you might think. Welcome to Vuku, where today we're diving deep into the top 10 spelling errors that can trip you up and how to avoid them. If you're aiming for that high band score, stay tuned. These tips could make all the difference. Number 1. Homophone confusion. Let's start with homophones, those tricky words that sound the same but have different meanings and spellings. Imagine that you're writing about a family and accidentally write there instead of there. Oops, suddenly your sentence makes no sense. Another common mix-up is your and your. It's easy to overlook, but these small mistakes can change the entire meaning of your sentence. Imagine you're talking about someone's success. Your success is inspiring. Did you catch that? It should be your success. Simple errors like these can really hurt your score, so let's be mindful. Number 2. Silent letter errors. Silent letters are like hidden traps in the English language. They're there, but we often forget about them when writing. Words like doubt, receipt, and debt often cause trouble because we don't pronounce the silent letters. For example, it's easy to misspell doubt as doubt because the B isn't spoken. Another one is receipt, where the P can easily be dropped. Practice writing these words out, paying extra attention to those sneaky silent letters. Number 3. Prefix and suffix mistakes. Prefixes and suffixes are crucial in word formation, but they can also be a source of confusion. Think about the words unbelievable and believable. One little prefix changes everything, but if you misspell it as unbelievable, your meaning is lost. The same goes for suffixes. Mixing up able and able is a common pitfall. For example, incredible versus credible. Let's make sure we're adding those prefixes and suffixes correctly. Number 4. Double letters and consonant clusters. English loves its double letters, but they can be a real headache. Words like necessary, accommodation, and embarrassment are famous for tripping people up. For instance, you might write necessary instead of necessary, or accommodation instead of accommodation. These are common mistakes that can be avoided with practice. Try visualizing the word in your mind or writing it out a few times to get it right. Number 5. Confusion with vowel sounds. Vowel sounds in English can be confusing, especially when they don't match their spelling. Words like receive, believe, and achieve often get misspelled as receive, believe, and achieve. The tricky part is remembering that I before E, except after C rule. To avoid these errors, break the words down and say them slowly as you write them. Number 6. Typographical errors. In the stress of the exam, even the most careful test takers can make typographical errors. It's easy to transpose letters or hit the wrong key, especially if you're typing quickly. Imagine typing tomorrow instead of tomorrow, or Wednesday instead of Wednesday. These might seem like small mistakes, but they can add up. A good strategy is to slow down and double-check your work. Number 7. Words changing form. Words change their spelling when they change form, and this can trip up even seasoned writers. For example, when you change the adjective different to the noun difference, it's easy to forget the extra E. Or when maintain becomes maintenance, that sneaky A might get lost. Always keep an eye out for these form changes. They're a common source of errors. Number 8. British versus American spelling. IELTS accepts both British and American spellings, but consistency is key. Mixing color with color or realize with realize in the same essay could cost you marks. Pick one style and stick to it throughout your writing. If you're more familiar with one version, it's best to use that consistently. Number 9. Writing what you hear. Sometimes words sound different when spoken than when written. For example, you might write definitely when you meant definitely, or February instead of February. These mistakes are common because the pronunciation doesn't always match the spelling. Listening carefully and practicing spelling can help avoid these errors. Number 10. Frequently confused words. Some words look or sound similar but have different meanings and spellings, like lose versus loose, or affect versus effect. For instance, writing loose when you mean lose can confuse your reader. Another classic mix-up is its versus its. Remember, its is possessive, while its is a contraction for it is. These small distinctions are crucial in IELTS writing. Now that we've explored the top 10 spelling errors, let's talk about how to correct or avoid them. Here are a few strategies. Mnemonic devices. Mnemonics are a great way to remember tricky spellings. For instance, because can be remembered with the phrase, big elephants can always understand small elephants. These little tricks can help you recall correct spellings during the exam. Practice regularly. Consistency is key. Make a habit of writing out words you frequently misspell. Reviewing them daily or weekly can reinforce correct spelling in your memory, helping you avoid common errors under exam pressure. Word roots and etymology. Understanding the roots, prefixes, and suffixes of words can give you clues about their spelling. For example, knowing that tele means distant helps you correctly spell words like television and telephone. Use of spelling tools. While tools like spell checkers and online dictionaries are helpful, they should complement your learning, not replace it. Regular practice with these tools can help you recognize patterns and common mistakes, making you more confident in your spelling abilities. Peer review. Getting feedback from others is invaluable. Have someone else review your writing to spot errors you might overlook. A fresh perspective can often catch mistakes that slip past your own eyes. Contextual learning. Immerse yourself in various reading materials like books, articles, and essays. This exposure helps you see words in context, reinforcing their correct spelling while expanding your vocabulary. Dictation exercises. Regularly practice dictation by listening to passages and writing them down. This exercise sharpens your listening and spelling skills, making you more attentive to common errors. So, friends, these are the top 10 spelling errors in IELTS and how to tackle them. Spelling might seem like a small detail, but it can make a big difference in your IELTS score. At Vuku, we're here to help you nail every aspect of your exam. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips to help you succeed. See you in the next video, and good luck with your IELTS preparation.